All right, we're back. Today is Monday. It's September 9th. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. Snake Draft Monday. Today we are drafting websites. As you saw by the title, we're joined on Zoom by Nate and Feits, two OG internet guys as far as Barstool is concerned, which is fair to say, right, Nate?
Yeah, I mean, John well before me, but I old internet and new internet is like just two different stratospheres. So I'm excited to see what you guys came up with. I was doing some digging, making my list, and there's websites that don't even exist anymore that I'm hoping, I'm sure people will pick, and I'm hoping people remember and have good memories of. Otherwise, I'm scared we're all going to feel very old on Twitter when people don't know the websites.
I'm glad we didn't have one of the interns in for this draft.
Yeah, that would have.
It would have been
right.
Like you're saying, old internet versus new internet. I still haven't found the new internet. I don't know where it is.
It kind of gets thrown in our face enough, I think. But we don't actively seek it out at our. We're all like the same age, right?
Rough.
John, how old are you?
36.
Yeah, so we're all 35. Well, Chief, he's. Yeah. But
what's Chief, like 40?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
38.
So I'm the youngest, and I'm still in your tier though of age for 33. So I think we'll all be.
You were reading these sites in college. You were reading them in high school.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you guys have like a year that was the cutoff, like BC and AD?
Excuse me?
Like a year going from new internet to, or old internet to new internet. What was the year?
Oh, I don't have it in mind, but it can be looked up because I remember Dave sending a tweet once that was like, why the fuck do we need an app? We have a website. Whatever year that tweet was sent, that's the year.
I was going to say 2016 for kind of obvious reasons, but actually, I think that's the answer right there.
Yeah, I remember Whitney replied too. Whitney was like, you don't. We all go to the website. We were still in Milton at the time, so it was probably 2014, 2015, but whenever that was.
Yeah. And then when did Barstool 2.0 launch that erased the entire old history of Barstool?
Ooh. That
DevNest. Well, when was DevNest?
Pretty coincidentally, I'll say, right around the time Chernin bought us.
Good timing. Yeah, let's not recover those blogs. Those are good.
Yeah, let's just wipe those off the face of the earth. Those are like the Kennedy files.
Yeah. Dude, there was not one time, this can also be looked up. Whenever the movie about the stripper, Nicholas Braun is in it. It's the stripper in Miami. It was a tweet thread that like took
Zola,
like Honora or something like
Zola.
that. It's Zola. Yes. Honora's the new one coming out. But that when that movie was announced, I guess my blog from Barstool went to the front page of Reddit and like the top story on Reddit because it was just the full tweet list. And I think my blog was like, Zola the whore and her friends are ripping up Miami. And I remember like, Jesus Christ, John.
Bro, we get sued basically every day for old pictures. So before like we had to buy the pictures legally, we just went to Google Images, screenshotted, whatever. So every day I have to go back and delete old pictures, and I see blogs that like the DevNest didn't bring down from, like 2014 through 2016, and they're few and far between from that era because DevNest got most of them. But every once in a while, it's something like that where it's like, check out this slut with the huge titties in the front row. I'm like, oh my God, we can't say any of that anymore.
Yeah.
I almost feel like we might want to cut that part out of this show.
Yeah, almost.
I'll be a lib.
There was, yeah, exactly, Nate. Thank you. I remember, and I still agree with this. I want to preface it by saying, I believe it was Feitelberg wrote a blog. It was this dude. This was, I don't even know if I was with the company at this point, and I've been with the company since 2012. A dude was on a shopping cart and like flew down an escalator in China, and he got fucking launched. And you're like, I can laugh at this because he ended up dying, but it didn't happen in the United States, so it's legal.
That was Portnoy's
That was
rule.
rule. Yeah.
That was like the number one rule at Barstool
Right.
Sports.
Yeah.
As long as it happened to a foreigner, it was okay.
Yeah, right.
Which is correct.
Right. Yeah. But this guy got, and it was legitimately, I was pissing myself reading your blog, John. I think it was, do you remember this?
I don't.
I have to find this. It literally might have been like 12 years ago.
Maybe,
but I was like,
maybe DevNest is the actual angel of Barstool that Portnoy is always talking about.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I feel like for newer stories, did we color that in totally? Dave hired like a DevNest company who would like clean up the website, and they ended up deleting all the blogs. I just
right. He was rebuilding
that,
the website, and I feel like he was rebuilding it for like years.
Yeah.
And
these guys just cleared out all the blogs, ended up being a blessing in disguise because there's a lot of stuff that you can't say anymore. So that's just coloring.
I always kind of thought it was a wink, wink. Like
I don't think it was.
I go back and forth. So I'm told that it's not a wink wink. That's what I'm told. But everything, if we put on our Dante hats, everything lines up that it was an inside job.
If it was an inside job, which I don't believe it is, that's why I'm comfortable joking about it. Like, Dave's usually pretty open about things. It would be the only thing he ever kept close to, like, only personal to himself, which I don't think he would do.
I do love how we've gotten to the point where we can just be like, if we are as crazy as Dante, then this.
And people know what you're talking about. Have you gotten to any internet, or not even internet, just any text fights with Dante lately, Nate?
What a random question you asked there. Yeah.
Can I tell you guys one of my favorite Dante stories that just happened?
Oh God.
Is that so we on the bracket weeks ago, we kind of rediscovered or discovered how important handles are in our life and how handles are necessary for daily life as much as water is. And we started, I think, August 20th. We were like, we're going to have a handles day. We're all going to remember it. We'll send a pictures in a group chat of our best handles we saw that day. Dante sends a Google image of like a really unique looking handle. And I was like, dude, did you want to be a part of this so bad? You looked up cool, you Googled cool handle and then sent it to the group chat pretending you just stumbled upon this handle. And he's like, oh, I didn't realize that's what we're doing. And then you just went to a handles store and just sent a picture of the board of like 1,000 handles at a hardware store. Like, dude, you don't understand this game at all.
Yeah. He's an insane person. He is an insane person.
Oh,
New internet. I think the new internet got to him a little too much.
Every 2 months, he needs to log off for a week and just reset everything. I feel bad because he gets very washed up in the internet and he just can't separate the two. It's like he's living in his own weird matrix where he screenshotted a tweet, a 10,000 word tweet, and posted it on his Instagram story the other day. Dante's just living in a bizarre world.
Dante needs to have the company pay for him to go to that Aaron Rodgers darkness retreat like once a quarter. Just be like, you're off and you can't even see light. Like,
but what's
factory reset.
He's so baffling because I love Dante in real life. Real life Dante is one of my favorite people. Internet Dante drives me insane. And he's the same person, but he's not.
I think that they have merged quite a bit. Yeah.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
all right. We can get off Dante. Let's get to websites.
Today's draft is all the crazy shit that Dante has said.
All right. Fights. Lance has the number 1 through 5 behind his back. What number is it?
I really came close to saying 6, so I'm going to say 3.
No.
Nate.
2.
No.
Chief.
1.
Yes.
I'll go 3rd.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Dave, 1 through 4.
4.
Yes.
I'll go 2.
Fights 1 through 3.
3.
Yeah.
Dang. I'm going to go.
First,
I'm going to go 4. I'm going to leave 1-1 up to someone else.
Oh, God. All right, Nate, 1 or 2?
1.
No.
2.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go 1.
All right.
I'll take the hot seat.
I'm 2.
You're 5.
You're 5.
So there's Eddie, White Sox Dave, Chief, Feitelberg, Nate. All right, before we get into it, though, we do want to talk about our friends at Game Time. Football season is here, and we can't wait to get out to some games this fall with the help of Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. You know how much we love Game Time. Now with their brand new Game Time Picks feature, they're making it easier than ever to get to a game. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. I was looking at tickets for, obviously, Panthers, Bears. That's their next home game, week 4. And still a lot of great seats available on the Game Time app.
You got to be there. You got to get out to at least one. Game Time's a place to do it. I think now that my college football season is over, I'm going to spend my Saturdays doing like Midwest tourism, Iowa, Wisconsin, just go see other relevant football. I'm going to do it with Game Time.
Yeah, so just pull up your chosen event and turn on the GT Picks setting at the top of the screen, or browse the best local Game Time Picks deals near you on your Game Time app homepage, and you'll be good to go. I don't know what you're waiting for. Go buy those tickets. Download the Game Time app today. Use code DOGWALK to easily score great deals with the new Game Time Picks. That's spelled DOGWALK. What time is it? Game time. All right, let's get into the draft. All right, without further ado, here is the website draft. So I think early on there could be a lot of chalks, and this could be like a pretty straight-up draft. I think when the later rounds are where you're going to see the real old school internet, all the nostalgia, all the memories. But I think 1-1, it's chalk, but I think you could say that this is the most groundbreaking website maybe ever, and it's YouTube.
I think as soon as I went third, I was like, I should have gone first and taken YouTube. I think YouTube is like as important as the printing press. Like it is like a revolution. You can do anything with YouTube. You can learn anything. Like I learned how to like change oil and change my taillights and headlights on my old car. Like YouTube is incredible.
And it still does have that internet 1.0 because when it first came, we all remember our buddy being like, hey, did you know you can watch like old Are You Afraid of the Dark episodes on here? It's like, what? Like, what is this? So I'm comfortable with
this is kind of, I know you said we're all in the same age range and we are. YouTube's not a bad pick by any stretch of the imagination, but I don't think it's a pick I would have made. I obviously have seen YouTube. Like I don't watch YouTube at all.
I obviously have seen YouTube. Okay.
Like people send me links and I look at it, but like I've never gone home and watched YouTube and that shit. Like I feel like some people nowadays are like everything is consumed on YouTube. I don't consume I'm like fucking the waitress right now. Like I don't have the internet. I don't really watch. Like,
you don't go down
when you guys are at home, you'll put YouTube on a TV.
Not on a TV. No. I'll look at it on my laptop before I go to bed, though.
Yeah, I'll get lost in just rabbit holes. Like I spent, for instance, this is a little while back, but I was laying in bed on YouTube. I watched 60 straight minutes of the evolution of the American accent. Like from colonial times. Oh, it was fucking awesome. Like, and I was completely zoned in on it. Completely zoned in.
Yeah, can you send that link? That's great. Yeah.
I actually think I blogged it and you didn't publish it, but yeah, I can do that.
You write like a third grader. But like
it's mush.
I think YouTube is one. I think there's multiple websites that could have gone 1-1. YouTube was one of them. I agree with Chief. It is basically our printing press. I do agree with that. I think it's a very good pick.
And it's like that.
It's a very good pick. As far as I'm concerned, it's Charlie Bit My Finger is where that is.
Oh man! But even then, fights like that has
no.
That's
I am not saying it's a bad pick. I'm just saying it's a pick I wouldn't make.
So
it's obviously a great pick.
And it's like from that era. Do you remember it? You watched The Office, you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay, where it's like Michael Scott, where he's like, when I first discovered YouTube, I didn't work for 6 days. I watched Cookie Monster sings Purple Rain for like 4 hours.
Yeah, like that's what it was back then.
No, YouTube's awesome.
It was like someone said, it was as necessary as water. Absolutely true for the like 9 to 5 worker. You use that shift tab.
Who said that?
Little trick. I think Nate said that.
I think they're talking about handles.
Oh, someone said something's as important as water. YouTube is as important as water for the 9 to 5 worker. Absolutely.
Yeah. White Sox Dave
gets you through the day. Now I wish I would have gone first and taken. I'm gonna go with Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm big on Wikipedia.
I've used it and it is a fucking perfect source. And you can use it on like actual essays and shit. Just scroll to the bottom and see who they sourced their articles from and just use that source. It's the easiest thing on earth. But
Dave, have you ever paid for it?
YouTube?
No. Wikipedia. Were they asking for donations?
No, absolutely fucking not.
Okay.
I've paid.
Respect.
I've only done it like once or twice, but I did it a few years ago.
I think you're good for life then.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you toss them $5, I'll get there one day.
One day.
Yeah, I'll toss them their $5-10, whatever.
I'm gonna pay it right now because I feel that bad of how much I use this shit.
You know what? I think I am too.
This is exactly how I ended up paying. We were talking about it on KFC radio once or something, and I was like, I gotta fucking pay. This is crazy. I use Wikipedia all the time.
Yeah, YouTube, Wikipedia. 90% of my internet consumption is
probably
Yeah, it is.
If you guys could choose one, what's more helpful to your life, Wikipedia or YouTube?
Helpful, probably. I don't know. Probably YouTube.
I'm auditory. I'm a visual learner, so YouTube for me personally.
I would say Wikipedia. I read more Wikipedia than watch YouTube videos. Like I've learned more about the world through Wikipedia.
I'd go Wiki too.
It's also crazy that because Wikipedia, like, there's a page for fucking everything. Before, if you're our age, you had like just encyclopedias, and if you flipped to S, and it was like, well, this fucking guy's not in it. So like, it's like people in historical things and sport, like things just didn't exist. Like, can you imagine like how hard it would be to make that choice of what is fitting into the S volume of an encyclopedia?
Nobody knew anything before Wikipedia. Like your aunt told you something when you were 6 and you just believed it. And your buddy was told something completely different and they believed that. And there was no way to know who was right. Like, I will say,
I think that's the way it should have been.
Wikipedia's ruined a lot because you can't have arguments anymore.
The whole internet has.
And it kind of just ruins arguments.
I'd be like, no, like that guy went to Boston College. We're like, no, he didn't. He went, and then you would just argue about it. And it was really one thing or the other. You were probably both wrong. But now it's just like those arguments are dead within 30 seconds.
Yeah, arguments weren't even real. It was just who could speak more confidently.
Yeah.
Like some guy at a bar would overhear you and be like, actually, you went to Oregon State. And you'd be like, oh, fuck. Okay, Oregon State.
Yeah, Oregon State.
Listen, and it's such an important website for people who have any type of public profile that have an account, that have a page, right? Because if you got that controversies tab, you might as well fucking call it a career at some point, right?
Like, I never thought of that. That's
you're
pretty
fucked.
true.
Like that's the first thing people go to when they find someone out. Controversies tab, boom. It's a big deal.
It'd be cool to have a Wikipedia page. Does Portnoy or anything?
I'm sure Portnoy has to have one.
Dan, I know this only because of the yak recently. Like Dan doesn't, which very much surprised me.
That is surprising.
I would guess Dave does, but I would have guessed Dan did too.
Dave does.
He does, yes.
Yeah,
Part of my take does. And PFT does, but not Big Cat.
Barstool Sports does.
Interesting. Am I on it?
I tried to add myself, and Wikipedia has like an AI system to like famous alumni from my high school, and Wikipedia has an AI system or some shit that knows if it's you trying to add yourself.
Huh.
Really?
Yeah, it wouldn't let me do it.
That's unbelievable. Getting caught by Wikipedia being like,
I got busted.
Chief, you're up.
I'm taking Twitter. I love Twitter. It's still my favorite social media. I think I use it more on the desktop, even still, than on my phone. So Twitter.
Go ahead. Sorry.
What?
Big time difference.
Yeah. So I love Twitter. I'll always love Twitter. It's always going to be my number one. I'm never going to call it X. But Twitter to me is the king of social media.
Twitter's great. I got not much to say other than that.
We are the only people apparently who use Twitter on our laptop still. Whenever I tell people that I do more Twitter on my laptop than my phone, they look at me like I have 7 heads. I don't know if it's a blogger thing, an age thing, or what it is, but I spend more time on Twitter on my laptop than my phone as well.
It's the first tab I always have up. I constantly have it up.
The only problem
I do as well, but like, sorry.
You're good. You're good. Go.
I saw a tweet yesterday that like really saddened me to just what Twitter is versus what it was.
Oh, no.
Like it was one of those fucking meme accounts where it's like history in vids or whatever the fuck it's called. and it was like the ending of this like broke my brain. Like this could or change my understanding of reality. And it was the fucking ending of Men in Black, where the Earth is actually a marble that giant aliens are playing with. And that tweet had like 18 million views and like 177,000 likes. And I was like, this is the fucking website now where someone goes, oh, we might be a fucking marble that giant aliens are playing with. And 177,000 people are like, yeah, that's a good point. Could be.
Like,
like that's not the Twitter I know.
no,
I know.
Yeah, Twitter used to be very funny and everybody was kind of in on the joke. And now you can't joke without everybody just making a big deal. I don't know. Yeah,
I think
Twitter,
that's a culture problem, not a Twitter problem.
I would agree. That's
It gave
fair.
a voice to the voiceless that didn't actually need voices.
Yeah. Twitter's made the anti-free speech.
yes.
My only problem with the pick is that I feel like the website and the app were at the same time.
I think the web. I don't know, but like it is a website. I think there are social media apps that I would veto. That they're like, to me, I think Instagram and
Like,
TikTok
I-
are apps.
Yeah. While they have websites. Yes.
Yes. Totally.
Big distinction.
But I don't think that about Twitter. And
No.
I think it's close. I think Nate has a point though that we're probably the olds that act like that. Like I would like to ask like Hannah or Ella or one of those girls if they ever have it on their computers.
Right. So they think it's just an app on the phone. We look at it as a website.
Right.
Yeah.
I think if you'd ask Hannah or somebody what a website is, they'd just list. They'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Like Safari is like they delete Safari off their phones. Feitelberg.
I feel like an idiot. Like this might not count since it got to me, but Google.
Yeah.
Counts.
Yeah, it's Google. I mean, Google. Every website you guys are listing, you went to Google to get to it.
See, I don't like this pick because it's more of a tool than a website. You don't sit on Google.
Google's like a highway.
Yeah.
Wait,
it's-
can you
not the
explain that?
destination.
Okay. That I don't hate that argument.
It's like it's a tool to get to another website. You don't sit on Google like we sit on Twitter or Wikipedia. It's a tool.
When they make the homepage a game, though, that's pretty sweet. I'll sit on Google a little bit, play that
No,
thing.
you fucking won't.
It also is like, and this kind of goes against the older stuff we're saying, but nowadays it almost is a website where, because they have like almost like Wikipedia, you don't even need anymore because Google will give you the answer up top. There's like that, whatever the AI type thing is. I think like who did they put out of business? That was like a big problem. Maybe I don't want to say
Yahoo.
I'm gonna keep this in my fucking back pocket because this might be a later pick.
I have that same pick.
Really? You know what I was gonna say?
Oh yeah, I know
I'm
what you're
curious
gonna say.
on what
I
it
think
is
so.
now.
I think so.
So don't say it.
All right.
I want to
All
hear.
right, well, we're gonna find out which one of us says it first. Then now we got two teams looking for the same player here.
I was a fan of that one. If we're being,
I was a
frank.
huge fan of that one. That one I used a ton. So am I getting vetoed with this? Is
No,
this
no.
not-
No, it's definitely-
plays, but
yeah.
Dave just has a good point. But at the same
Yeah.
time, though, you probably spent more time on Google than any other website.
I disagree because you're on it for 10 seconds.
You use Google to get to Wikipedia.
But
Okay, but now could I not make that same argument to say you'd use YouTube to get to that video?
But it's on the.
It's
It's on.
on
You
the
don't. You're
platform.
not leaving YouTube. It's YouTube
Yep.
/ whatever the code is.
Nope. That's
I don't. I probably shouldn't say this to help John's point, but the phrase like "Google it" is massive because of how revolutionary Google of a website was.
what did they do before there was Google? That's before, like, you just had to go directly to websites?
I feel like they're no. Well, yeah, probably, but I feel like they were
There's
not
always been search engines.
Yeah.
They just were bad.
right.
So they were the best search engine.
Correct.
Well,
I don't understand is why and how they have like all because their office is in Chicago, right?
No, it's in Silicon Valley, but
Yeah.
there's one here. There's one.
They're-
out
okay,
there.
They're
okay.
everywhere.
How do they have 1 million employees to make that website? It's just like one little search strip, and then it says Google. What am I missing? They got like a billion fucking
Literally
employees
everything.
and all the office
You're
space.
missing quite a lot. You're
What do you need to design?
Stay here.
Feitelberg, I know you're on my page.
$1 million to make that
Feitelberg,
website.
I know you're on my page here.
No, I understand what you're saying. I don't have the information. I'm not smart enough to explain to you what you're missing. But like, we're missing a lot.
I know. Well, I'm asking what I'm missing.
It's an advertising site.
Yeah, the sponsored posts, the first clicks and everything. Yeah,
That, all the algorithms, all the functionality.
You know what I started doing?
What?
A little Dante-ish.
Googling how Google works?
No, I started anytime that I'm like gonna buy something, like I don't know, new fucking bed or something. I'll go to a hidden web page or whatever. So I don't get those pop-up ads anymore. I'm done with them.
Oh, like an incognito window.
Yeah,
Put your
that's what
VPN on to search for beds. Okay.
I don't need those pop-ups anymore. I don't need to be fed that. I know what I'm looking for. I don't need your help, Google. Stop writing my brain code for me, Google.
White Sox Dave versus the machine.
So you think that first of all, Google's writing your brain code, and also it's shocking they have more than one employee?
Not more than one. I'm saying like all these offices across the world, how like it's a website that says Google and a search bar.
And also rewrites your brain code.
Well, yeah.
And only
I'm not wrong there.
You only need one person to sell to every single company in the world. Yeah. Okay.
I'm not saying just one. I'm saying not as many as they have. That's where it doesn't compute.
I'm with White Sox Dave on this one.
Thank you, Nathan.
You're welcome.
Nate, you're up.
Oh boy. I think I'm gonna take what I thought John was gonna take. I think it's better pick than Google. It's Amazon. Amazon. Are you vetoing? What was that face?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I mean, Amazon.com. You can buy literally anything in the entire world, and it gets to your house the next day. It's the best website, I think. YouTube, you just watch videos. Amazon, you don't have to leave your house. You don't have to go to a store. You can watch movies. You can do every single thing you need in life on Amazon.com.
And in like 6 seconds.
Yes, it's the best website to ever exist.
It's my face that you saw. It's like YouTube for me. It's a great pick. I use Amazon as like a streaming service.
It is a streaming service.
But that's why I don't do I just have the app on my phone and on my TV.
I would say on average I'm spending $100 a week on Amazon and just impulse buys. Just shit.
So what do you you go to their homepage and just look for shit?
Well, I also follow Fat Kids Deals. And I subscribe. I pay $1 a month to subscribe to it because they find price errors on Amazon. So once in a while you'll get a fucking deal you just can't pass up. And by once in a while, 2-3 times a week for me.
Give me an example.
A Goofy movie shirt.
There you go. I bought it was what's a
Powerline.
Powerline. It was a Powerline shirt from the Goofy movie.
That's a great shirt. Yeah,
That's
you're
an
right.
awesome shirt.
Yeah.
John's like, I might have to subscribe.
Yeah. Fat kid deals. Here I come.
It's so that it just spits out different flash sales on Amazon and here and there, it'll be. Sometimes it'll just be all-purpose spray for the kitchen and shit. I'm like, oh, need that.
Let's take another break because I want to talk about Beard Guys. Step up your beard game and unleash your beast with Beard Guys. Hair on your face is different from hair on your body. Specific products are needed. Beard Guys is products that wash, hydrate, and help to style your beard. Start your day off right with 2-in-1 Wash and Tame, a wash and conditioner combo that is meant to cleanse and condition your beard. It's citrus scent, which everybody loves. And you could hydrate your beard with some beard oil. The beard oil helps soften and moisturize the beard and skin, lock in the beard, and style it with some matte styling clay as well. The product has kaolin clay to help keep your beard in place, and it can be used for your hair as well. This is great stuff. Two guys who have beards, we need this stuff.
Yeah, you look like you got it's looking pretty moisturized right now.
It is, yeah, and it's all thanks to Beard Guys.
Looking good.
Got a nice shave, and Beard Guys is the thing. So whether you're a seasoned vet or a rookie beginning the bearded journey, Beard Guys is the brand for your beard. You can find Beard Guys at your local Walmart and Walgreens. Go check them out, and I promise you, your beard game will be taken up another level. All right, let's get back into the draft. All right, Amazon. Nate, you're up again.
Oh, fuck me. So coming back around the other way, that could be an overdraft. Fuck. I'm gonna go with Reddit. Reddit is the front page of the internet. It basically destroyed, with Twitter, every other website. You didn't need websites after Reddit became big. Just everything was on Reddit. Everything still is on Reddit. I think Reddit runs the internet.
It's on my board. I think it's a very good pick. I have a very difficult time navigating. I get overwhelmed by Reddit.
I have the app on my phone, and I'll scroll the front page, and that's about it. I'm sure there are like subreddits
what I use websites. Like I don't use Reddit app. I don't use Amazon app. I go to Amazon.com. I go to Reddit.com. So like, are these apps to you guys or are these websites to you guys?
Reddit's a website.
It's a website.
It's both for me. I'm on Reddit almost constantly too.
Yeah, I'm looking at everything through the website lens, and like Reddit.com changed the internet, like made, the communities aspect of it. I think Reddit became, they call it the front page of the internet.
Yeah,
and I think that's real.
They murdered message boards.
Yeah.
They murdered message board. They became the host to the host of the internet. How did the internet let that happen? They blew the lead, right? Like there had to be someone who would have thought of this, but
Yeah.
Reddit's just taken it and ran with it. Do you think Reddit has staying power?
I think it stayed.
Yeah, but do you think like are you like if you're buying right now? Are you buying?
I think that it has. It's here to stay.
Of course it's here to stay. But like, I don't want to tip picks, but there was another website that was insanely popular when we were coming up, like insanely popular in the 2000s.
I think I know what you're talking about.
That has all but gone, in my opinion. I think
It's dead. Yes.
Yeah.
It is dead.
Do you?
I don't know. I know
You know what he's talking about. You know what he's talking about. It's,
You want me to say it or no?
Just say it.
BuzzFeed.
No, I don't want you to say it. I want you to hold it because I don't want to spoil the draft.
All right.
But
Reddit's different than that because there's like human engagement.
I get it. They're two totally different things. But I'm just interested to see because it kind of feels like Reddit's turning into every like subreddit kind of turns into the same thing after a while.
Just a lot of hate and just anger and just the worst people of the internet.
But it just kind of comes into like it starts all the same and then it ends kind of all the same in a weird way, right?
There's a ton of hive mind.
Enough people alive that Reddit will just go. Like I'm sure like people stop using Reddit and it's like a 1 in 1 out. Like it feels like Reddit is still going strong. I don't have the stats to back it up though.
I would say I use Reddit more now than I ever did.
I would agree with that. It's a great like conglomeration of info. Like I'm on the Bears Reddit and the White Sox Reddit just to see like what I missed or any news stories. It's just like a whole list. You scroll it and pick out what you want.
Yeah, it's a great site for sure.
And when you want something, you go to Google and you type in whatever Reddit,
and
then
someone asks that same question.
Answers.
Yeah, someone.
That's
it's
very helpful
huge for
tool.
the snake draft. I think it is.
Is that what you do a lot?
Well, there's usually a thread like what are the best movies of the 90s, you know?
I hear you.
And it's great if you want to talk shit about all your coworkers. You just sign up and you just go to town.
Who would do that?
Who did do that?
I don't know. I'm sure people have.
All right, Fights, you're up again.
Okay, I have another perhaps questionable pick, and if it's not possible, you let me know. It's fine. Napster. Is Napster a website?
Ooh.
No, that was a.
Is that a software product?
Yeah, that wasn't a website. I don't.
Was it Napster.com?
I thought that was like a software that you had to install and then.
Napster was before my time, so I'll let you guys argue it.
I don't.
Yeah, no,
It's before things that I can remember though. Like I can't remember if it was a website or not.
I think you went to Napster.com, but then it was you would download a software.
Okay.
Yeah.
I asked was Webster website on Google and it says yes.
Website?
Napster was a music sharing website that launched on June 1st, 1999.
I won the software side of that.
Yeah.
You went to Napster.com, but there's Napster.com to download Napster.
Right, and then you'd click on the icon on the desktop.
Yeah, that sounds right.
It was that little like transformer looking guy, right?
Yeah. No, well, that's fair. That's fair. In that case, I don't know if I want to make a fucking play for the audience pick. I mean, no, actually, as I'm talking it out, I don't know if it's a play for the audience pick. This is a pick that I mean, it's probably a website I spent most of my time on. Barstool
I was
Sports.
gonna.
I love it. I don't think that's a pander pick at all.
Not at
I
all.
spent fucking hours upon hours upon hours of my 20s and like college years on that site.
Yeah, it came to my mind as a pander pick, but like it's all I used in high school. It's probably my most spent on time website in the history of my time on the internet. So it'd be crazy not to pick it.
And it was, when it first launched, it was so shitty. It was talking about
Not even
internet.
when it first launched. This is years to keep reading bitches bottom of this page.
Yeah.
I like that. When that got added,
Yeah.
I was like, "Oof, this might be a jump in the shark moment." That's pretty lame.
Yeah.
But it was like
$500 million later for Dave, maybe.
Did you see any of that money, John? Yeah. That
It's still a great website. I don't know.
it's the best website on the internet still, right?
Yeah, I would say it's
Snap
the only
now.
blog remaining. There's zero other
Yeah,
blogs.
that's true.
besides
Yeah.
Barstool Sports.
There was a time when there were 15, maybe, because I had like the tabs open for competitors. So we checked their site for other stories and stuff like that, and like there were 15 at least, like real competitors, and they're
all
not
dead.
anymore.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, a lot of them got infiltrated by the mind virus. Chief knows what I'm talking about.
Talking about libs.
Yeah, we're talking lips.
No, I don't think this is a pander at all, John. Everyone in this room could say wholeheartedly that this is near number one for them all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
There was even considered. Well, never mind. I'll leave it in case it comes up at 5. Never
Well,
mind.
my first day working at a 9 to 5 in a cubicle was Neil in Chicago's first day. And so my brother had been telling me about Barstool for a while, and I never checked it out. I was like, I don't care about Boston sports. Why would I read that website? So then I get my 9 to 5, and I'm like, all right, well, now I have time to kill. So I started reading Barstool, and I started reading it on Neil's first day, and I was like, Michael, why does everybody hate this guy Neil? He goes, I don't know. Nobody knows who this guy is. And that was my introduction to Barstool.
That was a great day. When Neil's like first tweet, getting ready for everything like that.
It was just him in that flannel by the lake.
Yeah.
oh shit.
Yeah.
Man, he
We've been here
he
for
took
so
an
fucking long.
internet beating.
I mean,
on
the
the
blog
reg.
used to be so funny. We would just sit there and like not work and just send like quotes from blogs to each other on AIM. Man,
Not AIM.
Barstool-
It was Google. It was GChat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was still
GChat.
using AIM, dude.
Really?
Wow.
Oh, but like when when you weren't working here, you're saying.
Oh no, you're right. It would have been GChat
Yeah,
at
it's
that
definitely-
point.
Yeah, I was gonna
Sorry.
say AIM. If you're using AIM
Yeah,
in like
you're right, you're right.
2013,
Yeah.
then
That was weird. My brain like put 2 years to. Yeah, that was strange. Yeah, I missed that. I missed that website.
I like genuinely do, in the sense that like it was fun being an outsider. Like it's obviously great to be a part of it and all that stuff now, but like it was really, really fun sending a funny article to your friends and then like talking about what Dave had to say about it and all that shit. It was a great website. It continues to be, but it was a great website.
Yeah, it was awesome.
it was
Internet 1.0 Barstool
It was
was
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
it was so funny.
It was awesome.
when there were no rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, there were these bloggers like El Prez and KSE who were so fucking funny and so good at blogging. I don't know where they are now, but they were so fucking funny in everything they wrote. I wish that we could find them.
Is that guy in the room, John?
No.
No.
He's gone. Chief, you're up.
Taking another old school pick. It was something it was part of everybody's routine, especially in college, was Facebook. I don't know what happened to that site, but that was like, I remember when I got to college, and that was one of the first things I did was set up Facebook, because back then you had to have the .edu.
You're old enough to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because because I did 5 years of high school, I was a year behind all of my friends. So they all had Facebook in 2004, and I didn't get it till 18 months later or whatever. And I remember like, this is awesome. And then they start, like the wall and like who's dating who. It was awesome. And then got off of it. I remember when I got off of it because every time I would log on, my feed, it was 2012, and my feed was I had two cousins, like second cousins, who were arguing about Romney versus Obama, like massive, massive posts. And I'm just like, if this is what this website is, I'm out.
That's what it became, I guess.
Yeah.
I would sit on that chat for hours.
It's hard to explain to people how awesome Facebook was when we first got on it. You didn't even consider that anything you put on Facebook would ever get to the outside world. You would never consider that your parents would see it. It was just inside jokes on the wall. It was just pictures from parties, underage drinking, and you didn't worry about anything.
Yeah.
It was it was just so cool to be on Facebook.
I would argue when Facebook started, when it got mass, when everyone could have it, like I guess maybe when you first get to college, that was the peak of the internet. Because you're right, Eric, with like, you didn't think it was going to be ever really seen. You thought it was just between you and your friends. Every picture was like all, like you're saying, like inside jokes and like just like people having fun. There'd be 300 pictures from last night at the bar. Everyone would comment.
Digital cameras. Yeah.
It was like the internet was massive, obviously.
Yeah.
But it was still local. Like it was still just your friends who found your shit. It wasn't like there wasn't really at least.
Yeah, dude. Remember like groups. Someone lose their phone, they would put you all in a group. Everybody give each other your like. It was just a different time.
Sneaky, the best day of the year was November 1st.
Yeah.
So all the girls with their Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
It was like, I'm going to be laying in this bed all morning long, just scrolling through all of this.
Yeah.
And like your friends went to different colleges, and it was just like you and your friends in college, and then you would be able to see their albums of like their Halloween and be like. And they would tag their hot friends, and you would click on their hot friends. Like it was awesome.
The amount of creeping I did on that website for a long time. Oof.
Dude, I remember the day I learned what Facebook was, because I was at boarding school and my buddy was dating an older girl, and she had started college, and in something that is like unfathomable in today's world, she just gave him her password so we could use her Facebook, and we would just sit on her Facebook in his dorm, and like we didn't know any of the fucking people. She was away at college. We'd never met any of these people, and we were just fucking clicking around Facebook profiles and stuff like that. And then the next year, boarding schools got it first before public school.
Yes.
So that was like that was like made boarding school worth it for me. Where it's like, okay, we got Facebook a year before all my public school friends.
Dude, like, God, old Facebook was so cool. I don't know if you guys remember, on the left-hand side, if you scroll down a little bit, it would be like, I don't know, Dickinson College, parentheses, the number of friends you had that went there. And then like University of Michigan, the number of friends. And then you could like click on one of your friends that went there to see their, like it would show on their profile, like who they knew at Maryland. It was really cool. And it was so addicting, and not on the phone. You would just spend hours on your laptop. Like Facebook Me was like a huge thing. That really was real internet. Just you and your friends fucking around, posting pictures, having fun, stalking chicks.
Have you guys had to scrub yours? I went a couple years ago, and it was pretty bad.
Mine's locked down, yeah. Nobody can see anything on mine.
I don't use it anymore, but it's still active or exists, I guess. And
yeah, we found it.
It was bad.
You were posting all the time.
Yeah.
I guess my
White Sox Dave had his Instagram linked to his Facebook, so
I didn't even realize that. Apparently, Danny Conrad and I are friends.
Oh, I think mine's linked. I don't even know. But
you mean like you have some Facebook statuses that maybe had some words?
Yeah, and pictures and posts.
Yeah,
and yeah.
I mean, making a witty Facebook status is everything.
Yeah, this guy's making it sound like he was gay, right?
No. There was one. I was at the University of Wisconsin.
He's fucking Morgan Spurlocking himself right now.
And I got in. So I was on trimesters in college, so we started in like mid-September, and all my friends would go to school in like mid-August or whatever. So I had a month where it was just me at home, and I would go and visit all my friends before my school would start. So I'd go to Wisconsin, which is only a couple hours away, all the time. That's where like half my best friends went. And I went up it was freshman year. I hadn't started school yet. It was frat rush week or whatever. I didn't have frat, so I don't know what it is. But rush week, So I was acting like I was a student there and just got completely and totally obliterated, wasted, passed out, and they drew dicks all over my face, of course. Saw that was still alive on the internet as a 30-something-year-old adult, you know?
That's
so
fine.
shit like that.
Bro, what are you going to go work at a law firm next year?
No, I mean that. There are a lot of words, you know, a lot of words, obviously.
I have a question. While we all lament the old internet and stuff like that, is that just because of our jobs? Like our John and Jane Doe, do they still have like these regular ass normal experiences on Facebook and Twitter and stuff like that?
No,
I think our job jades us a lot.
I don't think the younger generation does not use Facebook like at all.
I don't mean Facebook specifically, but I mean like, is the average person, is their experience on the internet just like a couple of jokes with friends and shit like that, or are they seeing everything?
Using my brother as my primary source, people with like real lives and families and stuff, they don't use the internet. Like they have other stuff going on. They have real lives. They're not like they'll scroll TikTok before bed, but they're not. They just don't use Facebook anymore because they don't have time. They have to like take care of like real life. We're just all children here.
White Sox, Dave.
I'm gonna go with eBay.
Yeah.
I used to hustle on eBay in high school all the fucking time. Haven't sold anything on it in a while, but I used to buy and sell on eBay like as a high school kid. It was fun.
You should put your one of your college jerseys up and see what you can get.
My Sox Summer randomly found, it wasn't my specific jersey, but a bunch of North Central jerseys at Goodwill. And he gave me a couple of them. This was like 2 or 3 years ago, but I one time, so I saw this on Pawn Stars. I was at St. Louis Bread Company, turned into Panera Bread. Like this is so fucking long ago. I was like maybe 10, 11, 12 years old. And my dad gets his change back. He paid in cash and he had a dollar bill that was cut incorrectly. So it was like half of $1 on the top and the other half of another dollar. But it was like, it was appropriate size for
misprint.
It was a misprinted bill. So he just kept it. He's like, oh, that's kind of cool, whatever. Some reason he's like, this might be worth something. So I took it to this coin dealer down the street from me and he tried to buy it off me for a couple of $100. And so we threw it on eBay and we sold it for like $1,100 it was. But I had my buddy Pat get into a bidding war with the other guy over the last like hour. So they were just trying to outbid each other. And once it got to $1,000, I'm like, just stop. So that's one of my eBay stories. I've gotten scammed on it a handful of times. That was not fun. But eBay, that was like
well, tell the scam story.
Bought Bears tickets. It was for Bears Falcons with Michael Vick when Urlacher chased him down from behind. I ended up going to the game, but bought 4 tickets on eBay. It was $360. I remember the exact price for like nosebleed seats, and didn't end up winning the auction. Someone emailed me. He's like, "Hey, saw you just lost that auction. I gotta go on a work trip or whatever. I have 4 tickets if you want them. I live in Lake Forest, which is a suburb of Chicago." And I ended up Western Unioning him the money and never got the tickets. And my friends and I all got ripped off. So yeah,
Nice.
happened.
I got the Jofa bubble on eBay. I think that might be my only ever eBay purchase. But cheap.
That's nice. Yeah.
It's still a gold mine for like 90s like nostalgic shit. Like if you want a starter jacket, eBay is the place to go. Shit like that.
Oh, it's like anything old that you're like,
Yeah.
where would this be? You first look at eBay every time.
Until you just said that, I forgot we used to buy sports tickets on eBay. I completely forgot about that.
So in 2006, after the White Sox won the World Series in 2005, we got season tickets, and I was just flipping them on eBay for my dad constantly. He made money on the season just selling his tickets on eBay.
I completely like just blanked that was the only like resale place, and like another place that I'm not going to say, but yeah.
Okay. It's back to me. I'm going Craigslist.
That was the other place.
Yep.
Craigslist was elite. It was the ugliest website of all time, but it didn't matter.
Very much like Reddit to me, where from the look and feel,
design look, yeah, for sure. You could just browse in there for hours, whether it be looking at a car, looking at a lawn. It didn't matter.
I have found multiple apartments on Craigslist.
Yep.
We found our old office at Craigslist.
Yeah. The farmer's insurance.
Yes.
Yeah.
I found farmer's insurance on Craigslist. Yes.
You guys aren't even getting all great. I think I found a couple of apartments on Craigslist too. It was almost like kind of early. I wouldn't want to say Reddit, maybe Reddit, because like Reddit has like those like confessional type posts.
Yeah.
But like you could waste hours on like casual encounters or missed encounters or whatever.
Misconnections.
Yeah, misconnections.
Misconnection. Yeah. All the fucking classifieds were always wild. That was a fun time just to go and look at crazy shit.
Yeah, like there are a lot of fucking freaks out there.
Blonde girl at Starbucks, 3:30. I saw you.
Yeah.
What?
Reply. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Putting your buddy's stuff up there, saying he was selling a fridge or something was always fun.
Dude, my buddy had his job one summer when we had like a Newport apartment. He just worked Craigslist. He would just do daily jobs off Craigslist the whole summer.
Yeah, I've gotten
That's
jobs
actually
off
not
Manual labor shit around.
Yeah, he had a
Paint
truck
my
and he
bedroom.
would just go pick up stuff or like whatever people needed for the day, and like he probably made more money than any of us that summer.
Probably.
Yeah.
We
gotten jobs
on
on
that.
Craigslist.
What you just said. One of my college roommates, Colin, he had a nice Audi, and he was like the only one of us to drive a nice car on campus. And we'd be sitting there just watching TV on like a Tuesday night, throw it up and put his phone number in there, and then you'd be sitting him watching him just look at his phone, silence it, look at his phone again. Like we put it like $2,000. Need to get rid of this ASAP. Moving out of the country. Call me immediately if you want this car. And you just
that and
$2,000.
that and hacking someone's Facebook.
Yeah, that was
their status. Those were two old school pranks.
Yep.
Oh man, if someone left it open, they were gay.
Oh yeah, they were the gayest human on earth. Yep. You change.
Yeah. Craigslist. Yeah, it's a great one. Third round. I'll kick it off. I'm gonna go mini clip.
I don't think I know mini clip.
I don't know that one.
Oh shit,
I don't know it either.
John.
No, it doesn't ring a bell.
Oh no. Mini clip was a game website, and it was like, so maybe I guess being the young guy, maybe this is the.
What kind of games are on there?
Do you remember mini clip, Lance?
Yeah, I remember Miniclip. Miniclip was like, I'm not going to spoil any picks, but it's a website you go to play like little silly games on the internet. It was sweet. Yeah, it was
like
awesome.
you could play mini golf and like pool, like it was just a game
It's
website.
a time waste.
All right.
Yes.
I mean, those are the same games I played. I used a different website, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and it was. I mean, I guess you'll just have to take my word for it, but it truly was like the number one gaming website from that little era, like 2005 to like 2009, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
So yeah, mini clip is my pick. I'm sad no one knows it. White Sox, Dave.
If we're going back in time, I'm going with the OG. I'm going to E-Bombs World.
There it is.
There it is. Yep.
Yeah, that's a great one. I'm starting to worry, like, if all my picks are going to get I want them all to get taken at least by somebody's, and E-Bombs is a good one.
Yeah.
It's like if I think Internet 1.0, that's what I'm thinking of. I'll say 2.0. I'm going to divide the Internet into three parts, like the 90s, 2000s, and then like post 2016. And
what's the most traumatizing video you've seen on E-Bombs?
Yeah.
I don't know that any stick out to me. There was another website. That was like bad. It's probably like
I have it on my board, so don't say it.
UJ.
Yeah,
Are those
I'm
the
pretty sure I
initials?
have it too.
No, it's not it.
Oh, I didn't see what you said, but
Oh,
Nothing sticks out, but I mean, when I was 10 years old, that was the first thing.
E-Bomb's a legend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
E-Bomb's a
It's a
legend.
legend in the game.
Yeah.
That's
dude,
one of those.
I remember a friend showing me a deaf woman having sex. And I was just like, dude, what is it? The stuff we got to see, like that is some real shit. Like the Internet 1.0, like you saw stuff where you're like, why? Like even like nowadays people complain like Twitter, like there's hardcore porn on here. It's like, well, at least it's fucking regular people.
Yeah, like
I've seen
missionary
people-
sex. Yeah. Tell them about Tub Girl, John.
Dog girl. Oh, wait, no. Hang on. I'm fucking changing picks again now. All right.
Yeah, let's take it easy on that.
I was saying there's a site that I have on my list that I don't want you to say.
Same. Same.
I didn't say
I don't think it's getting to either of you.
E-Bombs World was definitely going to get drafted. So
Yeah, that was going to be my next pick.
well, you're up, Chief. What are you
My
thinking?
board's getting light, so I'm going to go. There was a time in my life where I loved Bill Simmons, and ESPN Page 2
it was so good.
that was an elite blog. I feel like I was reading like early Barstool and Page 2. It was like I was going kind of back and forth between those.
Yeah.
So ESPN Page 2 with like the yellow. It was like yellow. It was like a yellow website. So that's my pick.
I was going to take that right now. I'm very glad you did because Page 2 was, I think, a little pre-Barstool for me. I think I saw Simmons first and then found Barstool.
Yeah, I think so too.
But Page 2 was insane. It was like I would print out. I think Eric and I were actually talking about this recently. Like you'd print out a Bill Simmons article, you take it in the bathroom with you,
Yeah.
and like you wouldn't be able to stand up and wipe your ass. Your legs would be numb because it was 5 pages long.
Yeah.
You've been in there for 40 minutes, and it was incredible. I wouldn't kick someone out of bed if they took Page 2 1-1.
Wow.
Damn.
Great value then.
Never got into
it
Page
was-
2.
Oh, it was
I
It
think
did
it's-
change lives, but
Yeah.
1-1 is a bit much. But yeah, it's obviously a very good pick.
for like sports writing. I thought it was the best. For a hot minute. It was the best sports writing. It was like funny but informative. It was fantastic. My favorite. There was one that always stuck out to me. It was when Illinois went to the national championship against North Carolina in basketball.
Mm-hmm.
They had a website. It was a hypothetical or a blog that was what if no one went pro, and it was what if like
LeBron went to like Toledo or
he
Kent
went to
State or-
Akron
Yeah, Akron.
because of
Yeah.
hypothetical recruiting violations at Ohio State. So he just like hypothetically he dragged Akron to the national championship.
Yeah.
That it was like the way
It was cool.
they
I
worded
remember
it
that
out
blog
was
too. Yeah.
so awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. I missed it, I guess.
I think
It's
because I think he made the leap to more mainstream
Once.
once you probably missed it by like 2 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, the way everyone talks
It was when I was like a sophomore in high school. I feel like
sounds awesome.
probably.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fights, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna switch gears here. I'm gonna go Lemon Party.
Damn it!
Lemon Party, dude. It's obviously it is not as useful a website as many of these that have been listed, but Lemon Party like defined my high school life. Like it was exactly what we're saying with like Facebook ads or Facebook statuses. Like if you left your computer alone, Lemon Party was becoming your background. Lemon Party was getting sent to you. It was kind of the first what's the guy's name? The dead black guy with the huge, like that was
Yeah.
Lemon Party laid the
yeah.
groundwork for that, where you just sent links to your friends and it was like, Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Yeah. Great pick.
It's Lemon Party.
Yeah.
It's Lemon Party.
What do you mean not as useful?
I
Pretty
mean,
useful.
like- it was
the job
extremely useful,
Right.
But now you can't order fucking Powerline t-shirts on.
Yeah.
And there's a few of these that are similar that are like
Yeah.
in the Hall of Fame, so to speak.
Yeah,
I feel like there's one.
I don't
other.
think anyone's gonna pick fucking. What was the one? There was the Pain Olympics. I won't list them in case someone wants them, but there were like 5 websites like that were just a nightmare.
That's where I saw the grossest thing I'll ever see in my life.
Which is
It involved a mason jar.
oh yeah. That was one. Goatsy.
Yeah, just so people know, don't do this at work if you're going to check out Lemon.
Yeah.
Just
Does it still? Can you still go
Is
to
it still an
it?
active site?
I'm afraid to go to it even right now.
I'm going right now.
yeah, try. Let
You
us
must
know.
be over. Oh, they have a disclaimer now. You must be over
Oh.
18. It's just a straight up porn site.
The libs get their grubby
Was it
hands on
.org? I
everything.
feel like it was .org.
.org?
.org, isn't that for like PBS and like charities and shit?
Oh yeah, no. .org's good.
Lemon Party exists. Still alive.
Man.
It's a not for profit.
Seeing that.
Nate, you're up.
Mamma mia. Good to know it's still kicking. I'm going to go with I'm gonna go with Stream East.
That's a great call.
R.I.P.
As of like very recent,
I
right?
think like
it's still alive. Don't believe the rumors, White Sox Dave. It's still kicking. Crack Stream, Stream East, all those good ones. It's where I watched, basically every pay-per-view ever because I couldn't afford it. You watch your out-of-market football games because you couldn't afford it as a boy. I assume millions of people use it every day.
I could have sworn I saw something that it was like seized by the federal government.
Yeah, but they said
always
you
just
can't do that because we're offshore, so they're still alive.
Okay.
It's a good pick.
Yeah.
It totally slipped by me.
Yeah,
I did not
same
have
here.
this on my board. Are people going to be mad at you for taking this? Are you going to blow up its spot a little bit here?
Wait, why?
I mean, a lot of people know about it already.
Everybody, yeah.
It's a massively popular website, Eddie.
I know, but
I don't. Why would people?
it's about to go on the graphics. About to go out to 12 million more people.
I don't gatekeep. No, I'm not a gatekeeper.
You're up again, Nate.
Man, I have one I really want to take, but I don't know. Fuck. I'm between. What round is this?
Fourth. You're kicking off the fourth round, so everyone gets 2 more picks.
Okay. I don't think this will land with the younger audience, but there was a website that was the funniest website. It's not Page 2. It's not YouTube. It's before all that, collegehumor.com.
Yep.
Every single day, collegehumor.com brought the heat. It was Barstool, maybe before Barstool. I don't even know how to explain it. It was just very funny every single day. I think that was junior and senior year of high school, maybe for me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Trying to put together the time.
Mhm.
But it's hard to when there was nothing funny and there was a website like College Humor that was the only funny website on the internet, it just made it more special. And that's the only way I know how to explain it.
It is kind of crazy to me that like E-Bombs World, College Humor, and a bunch of those other blogs they just didn't make it. Like it's crazy that those are so popular and it doesn't seem like they had anything in their way to keep going and they're just dead. Where Barstool made Portnoy $500 million.
I think those companies made money though. Like they got sold, but they're still just not around. So it's to say that like they didn't have the longevity that Barstool did, but they still got.
They didn't have you would know if they had a $500 million.
Didn't Will Ferrell buy it or something?
Will Ferrell bought something else, I think.
In 2006.
I thought he was a College Humor guy. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
So
2006.
College Humor's not College Humor.
Like that video where he's like arguing with the baby. I thought that was debuted on College Humor.
That's what I
You
thought,
might be
too.
right.
Yeah, so I think that was like the takeover or what? That was Funny or Die.
Funny or
Yeah.
not.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
But you're right,
Funny or
John.
Not.
I vividly remember. Wasn't that on College Humor though? But I don't know the cross section there. Yeah, there's something weird with it.
Got sold for a reported $20 million in 2006.
That's E-Bombs World.
College Humor.
So I just looked up E-Bombs World. E-Bombs World sold for it was $15 million up front and then 52.5 over the next of cash and
So they
stock.
have money.
All right,
They're
I
just
stand
not around
corrected.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, so College Humor does not exist anymore. It's not even a website.
No, I just tried. Yeah,
It's called Dropout.
Page 2 as like an archive site. I just looked that up, but College Humor just doesn't exist.
Yeah, they rebranded to Dropout. It says last year.
Tough.
Yeah. Fights. You're up again.
All right. I kind of this is another one like I can't really believe it's fallen to me. And I'm trying to decide if I want to make the pick where it's kind of where I made my bones in it, or the current version. I guess in a pander sense, I'll go current version, but Pornhub.
Yep.
Now I have a better website that I'd like to use because it was where I started looking at fucking naked chicks.
X-Hamster?
It was a blue background, a lot of links.
Blue background, a lot of links.
I think
Freeones.com? Free ones.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about free ones.
Was that where the video would end just like 10 seconds early?
10 seconds
I
early
don't
for
think
what?
so.
Are you talking about the money shot, Nathan?
Yeah.
I don't
Nate's
believe
like,
so.
oh, what
I
a cock
definitely-
tease.
There was a website that I can't think of the name that I would go to on the family computer, and it was like every video would end like a minute or like 30 seconds before you wanted it to. And that was like their way of making money. It was such an early porn site, and I have no idea the name of it. But I thought maybe
I don't
remember that at all.
I don't think that was Free Ones. Free Ones was like it was like Pornhub. Like it was all porn stars and stuff like that. But it was like you just have Jenna Jameson, fucking Brianna Banks, like the heavy hitters with the fucking old school 90s titties where it's just the real bolt on action.
Oh yeah.
Free Ones was great stuff. I remember like being in my buddy's basement, just almost like what we used to do with Barstool, which is like the whole gang's huddled around, being like, "Click on that, click on that." we found Free Ones after we first tried girlswithaz.com, which at the time worked.
Girls. Oh, it's funny.
Going from having to fire up your computer at like 6 a.m., download porn throughout your school day, get the file when you get home before everybody else gets to the computer so they can't see it, rename the file to like 2003 White Sox info, and then watch it later, going to streaming where you just like scroll down the thumbnails and say like, crazy Asian gets bukkakied by 30 dudes, click here. That was a revolutionary point of time.
Dude, I think that like, I think the only time I ever set alarms, like in high school, maybe even middle school a little bit, was like to get up and start downloading a porn early so it could be ready when I got home.
It would take
It's preparation.
8 hours. And sometimes you'd get home and like your internet connection be all fired up, ready to watch, and it'd be like halfway done. You're like, fuck.
Dude, it was when the website's coming to fruition where it was just like, just click this link and it's Jenna Jameson having lesbian sex, which was all I watched at the time. That was a big one.
Huge day.
Big
Chief.
Damn.
What, you were going hub?
No, I'm like
I was going to go hub.
I'll take Rumble. Another video streaming platform, free internet.
Who said that, Chief?
I said it, yeah. It's great. It's a great
You
website.
say that because we can't say anything?
It's a great website. It's a great website. Love it. Great streaming service. The only one that's
All right,
not
next
that's
pick,
free.
Next pick.
Listen, everyone needs a competitor. So
Yep.
YouTube, like
They're just
I'm a
there.
huge Rumble guy, but next pick. Come on.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fine. Next pick.
Dave.
I'm going to go with Sporkle.
Oh, good one, Dave.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Very
Sometimes you just need to waste time. It's a great way to waste time.
Very good one.
Easy as that.
I still like my pick better, but very good one.
Why did you take that, Chief? Come on.
Good pick.
Yeah, Sporkle's.
Chief's got contract negotiations coming up.
Yeah, look, what's happening here?
No, look, I like a website that's about free speech.
Why didn't you take Truth Social?
Is that a website? I guess we would use it just like Twitter, right?
That's an app. Sorry.
Sporkle's awesome. Great.
Sporkle's
Yeah.
great. That's a very good pick.
That's a very good pick, Dave. That's value in the fourth. To me, so I want to reiterate. I'm taking the early version of this because you want to talk about a website that went absolutely off the rails. It's this one. But the early days was like some of the funniest things. It came out. One of the funniest Barstool blogs came out of this, and it's Chat Roulette.
Yep.
Oh, great
Chat
one.
Roulette was great.
Great one.
Chat Roulette was awesome.
Yeah, it's on my list. I didn't want to take it because I think we had one good month of Chat Roulette, then it was just dicks.
Yep.
It's
I remember like Dave had done blogs on it doing his chat roulette. I remember like him in the tux with like a shoe on his head and stuff like that. And then maybe 2 weeks later, I went to visit my girlfriend in college at the time, and we tried it. And by then, it was already just penis.
Yeah,
Like it was just everything, every single like next whatever you called them. Like I don't know if you were partners or whatever video you called it. It was just every single time it was dick. It was crazy.
yeah.
Back in college, we
Not much of a roulette at that point.
No, you knew what you were getting.
it had to be fake in some way. There were just too many dicks.
No, I think once one person did it, all the dick freaks just came out of the woodwork.
Are there that many dick freaks? Like, where are they now? Where
I
are
think
those
maybe
people?
I think all the flashers just moved online. Like that used to be a thing. Like that was an Office episode where a guy just flashed Meredith or whatever.
Yeah.
And now they're just like, I'll just post my dick on the internet. So it did a service. It's a useful website.
What was the purpose of it?
You would just, it was like,
To make friends?
Yeah.
Like what? Who was it for?
No, you just chat to random people.
yeah, you just fuck around on it.
Like, oh, what
That's
time?
exactly what it's for, to fuck
What
around.
time is it there in Australia? It's like, oh shit, it's late, mate. It's like, well, fuck, it's not late here. You know, like, it was,
Can I see your toilet flush?
yeah, it was crazy. It was a great site though for, like you said, the month. It was clean. Fifth round, I'm up. Fuck, I'm between two.
I have so many I want to take. Can we
know.
add like 4 rounds to this?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Nate, text me one of yours.
You're out?
Basically.
Oh God, it's the internet, Chief. It's massive. There's websites.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Grantland.
No.
Really?
Ugh.
Yeah.
That's not surprising.
Why?
I don't think I ever once went to Grantland.com.
It was a little before my time, but I enjoyed some of the stuff that they did there. It was, I mean, it basically was like you guys were page 2.
Don't call it page 2.
That was Bill Simmons' website. So if you like Bill's writing,
But he had gone mainstream at that point.
and ESPN is not.
They are. But back then it was different.
No one read Grantland.
Grantland's not a bad. Grantland had a few articles, but I know it's got some like real hardcore fans. I was never one of those, but Grantland's not. It's not the worst 5th round pick I ever heard.
No, not at all.
I'll say something. Can you edit this out? I think Deadspin would have been a better pick than Grantland. Like
Deadspin
OG.
originally
OG
was awesome.
Deadspin was very good.
I know
awesome.
nobody's gonna take it. Obviously, you're not gonna put it. Nobody wants it on the graphic, but like OG Deadspin, like with Delario, where
It was
he
awesome.
was just as
Yeah.
crude and crass as anyone.
Yeah, I don't think that's necessary to add the like you can take this out. Like Deadspin had a heyday.
They were like a noble adversary for Barstool when it first
Yeah, for
started.
sure.
And then
But I'll
And
even
then
go
what?
further back. They were kind of like the Crips and the Blood picture. They were like we were like enemies, but like the very, very, very early days.
yeah.
I wouldn't even say enemies. It was like
I think there was some mutual respect, even if people wouldn't admit that.
I think Dave would even say that the original guys back in
They
the
were
day-
awesome at what
Yeah.
they did. That Manti Te'o shit was fantastic. Like, they were really good at what they did, and it was entertaining. I would
I didn't enjoy that one.
regularly go to the website. Now it's just swill. Right, Ed?
I don't even think it's a thing or it's something new. I don't know. The worst people in the world.
Yeah, I'll stand by Grantland. They had some good articles. It was always entertaining and informative, I thought. Dave.
I'll go with the OG social media just because I am kind of very short on my list now. I'm going with MySpace.
I never had MySpace.
It launched everything we're doing now.
This is a good one, actually.
Yeah, it was on my board.
I wouldn't have thought of that, but MySpace fucked.
Yeah, I don't think it ever was an app.
I don't
either.
believe so, yeah.
The top 8 was revolutionary.
It was. That started wars, too.
Choose your fucking 8 best friends, motherfucker. I don't know.
That little pervert Tom just peeping over his shoulder at you.
Bro, he sold. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think whoever I just interrupted, I think I was gonna say what you were gonna say.
The amount he sold it for in 2005, that's 20 years ago, is more than I think like any company's ever been sold for. $580 million for a website that was around like 6 months after he sold it. And now he just travels the world and plays golf.
Yeah,
Awesome fucking life.
He's the only one who did it right.
He got out in time. Now he doesn't have to deal with all these like congressional subpoenas and shit.
Yeah, he
He's
doesn't have
just
to deal with the Zuckerberg elections, Musk doing whatever. Like he's like, nope, I sold $500 million. I take pictures of my hot girlfriend in Thailand now. Peace.
Literally all he does.
He also has that great tweet where he weighed in on Instagram's new privacy policies years and years and years ago, and someone replied to him and said, coming from the guy who ran a failed social media service. And he replied, coming from the guy who sold his for $580 million while you slave away hoping for a day off. And I was like, fuck yeah, Tom. Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, his girlfriend's a smoke, all right. I'm on his Instagram right now.
Good for Tom.
Good for Tom. I'm happy for Tom.
Chief, you're up.
Another old school one. I think it's back. The Onion. The Onion, satirical.
Yeah,
I thought the Onion was great in the early internet days.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
The headlines were the best part.
Yeah.
Bro, the funniest.
My favorite headline ever was Batting T throws a perfect game at the Special Olympics.
Dude, the Onion, even like before, I don't know if it was before his website, maybe it was with the website, but I had a book in the bathroom, so it was pre like phones, but it was just a book of the greatest Onion headlines of all time. And you could open that book to any page, and it did not miss.
Yeah.
Similar to that, which was going to be on my list, I'm not going to take it. Fark. Fark was a very underrated one.
I remember Fark.
I don't remember Fark.
Neither do
You
I.
you weren't Nate. You're giving me kind of like a crooked head.
I
weren't a
know the
Fark guy?
name. I never read it. I don't know it.
That was a big one for like Barstool Stories back in the day. It was just like one sentence, and like we used to argue that no one in the world was better at their job than Fark sentence writers. They were all so fucking funny.
My favorite Onion things, like they would take the most mundane, relatable thing, like local man eats lunch at 10:58 a.m. And it was just like everything they did was just very, very good. And then obviously they had there's one that's slipping my mind. Like they would go edgy and like really, really good ways. And I can't think of them, but Onion was undefeated for a while.
I remember they had one that was so funny. It was like Boston man wakes up early to once again spend the day pretending he lives in a big city. And I remember I was probably like 15, 16, whatever, and like, so diehard Boston. I was like, these fucking guys don't know what they're talking about. And it was just so like it was like, look at him, he's even put on a tie like a big boy, said to some New Yorker who oversaw him or something like that. It was very, very, very funny.
I'm looking at one right now. Fun toy banned because of 3 stupid kids, and it just shows like just 3 little stupid kids with like gap teeth. It's like they died. The toy was awesome.
Fights, you're up.
Oh shit. Okay. I'm probably gonna go. This is a pretty simple pick here, but it's Eddie. It's your version or my version of your pick. Addictinggames.com.
Yep.
I remember this too.
That was where I played my mini golf and my pool and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
A must-have in high school.
Is that still a site?
It looks like it.
Looks like it is. Yeah.
I wonder if these games are still fun.
I bet they are.
You think so? You think pool's still fun?
I
bet it would be.
You had like the yellow dotted line where you kind of line it up and shit.
Yeah.
Well, that was mini golf, I think.
Oh yeah, mini golf was fun.
Mini golf was awesome.
Here's a game for you, Ed. Don't shoot the puppy.
All right, Nate, Mr. Irrelevant.
This is the final pick.
Yep.
It's the final pick.
Oh my god, I have so many. I'm gonna go with Domino's.com when they brought on the Domino's pizza tracker in college.
Wow, that's a great last pick.
There was no app in 2006. There was no nothing, but they put up a pizza tracker and it changed my life, your life, and everybody you know's life.
And it made their employees' life worse, I assume.
So much worse.
Yes.
Unfathomably.
Chief, I always cite you when discussing Domino's. Is it true that they invented the corrugated cardboard box?
I remember seeing that on a History Channel show. Yeah. So it's
Okay.
like the food that built America, and those guys invented it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Changed the pizza game forever.
I've always said it, and then when Pavs and I were in Italy recently, we ordered pizza, and it came in like this plastic, like hard plastic with like a weak cardboard thing, and we got like 5 pizzas, and they were all falling over each other. And I was like, "Where's the fuck Domino's on this?" Like it was, it was. I was
Coordinated
like,
boxes haven't made it to Italy.
It had never crossed my mind that like a pizza box was an important thing, and like it's humongously important.
Yeah, great invention.
Good outside the box pick.
Yeah, very good pick.
I just
Nate's
know
board
that
is strong.
fair at it. What's up?
I think your board is very strong.
Thank you.
All right, let's do honorable mentions. I got a couple.
MapQuest.
Oh, that would have been.
Oh, MapQuest is good.
MapQuest is a great one.
Yeah,
I mean, that's how. Yeah,
just print it. Wait for that printer to spit them out for your road trip.
I think that's all I used my ink on growing up was printing out directions on MapQuest.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Why is there no
Best
fucking
page in
print
the
on ink?
universe, Maddox.x mission. That guy, like shitty kids drawings, just really like black page, white text, maybe yellow text. He was like a pirate. People know what I'm talking about. Hamster Dance, Tucker Max, Bro Bible, Total Frat Move, ginormous.
TFM
Tucker
was
Max is
great
good.
for a second.
Text from last night that just made me think of.
Yeah, that's a
that's
great
a good
one.
one.
That's oh fuck. What a throwback.
Rotten.com was
That yes,
probably
right.
too
So
cool.
That's what I was between with Grantland. I was like, do I want to
Yeah.
take an old school one or a...
I thought about going Rotten with my fifth pick too, but I was like, I can't go Lemon Party Pornhub Rotten. That's like fucking wild.
straight to jail?
Yeah.
TFM did have its day, man.
it was fucking
Yeah.
hilarious for a minute.
Fail Friday. Great.
You guys ever use Stumble Upon?
Yep, that was good.
Yeah, Stumble Upon was good stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Stumble Upon and Dig were the original.
think I know.
They were like
Reddit.
kind of like Reddit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Reddit. Like
I liked
ate 'em.
looking at all the nature ones and the high
Oh,
resolution
shit.
pictures.
Can I change my fifth pick?
To what?
No,
It's nothing anyone said. What would Tyler Durden do?
okay.
Oh.
I was gonna take that. I didn't think anybody would know what I was talking
No,
about.
that's a great one. That's a great
Yeah.
one.
That
No, you can't switch. You're stuck with addictinggames.com, but that would have been a great pick.
No, really?
What? I remember it, but I don't remember like the premise.
It was basically Barstool. It was just
Yeah.
it was more pop culture than sports. I still follow.
It was the only blog I would consider equally as funny. Like it was one guy who wrote
Yeah.
everything, and we should have hired him. Way back in the day, he was the only guy on the entire internet I would say could have worked at Barstool.
Yeah, I agree. I think he was funnier than Dave. I think his Twitter handle, like I said, I still follow him. His Twitter handle is Bears Are Mean at
Yes.
Bears Are Mean.
Yeah,
But his shit was so fucking funny. Like again, I genuinely do think there was a time where it was funnier than Barstool.
WWTDD, and it was just, yeah, he was the best on the internet for a while too. It wasn't just like a flash in the pan. He was very funny.
Damn, I missed him.
I never win them.
I got two.
Let John put that. You know what? Can we vote? I'm voting allowing John to have that on the graphic because I want to see if people on Twitter know it.
It's not going to change nothing for me. I don't care.
Chief, you were against it.
I mean, that we've never allowed that.
We've never allowed
Well,
it.
we're taking a vote. Elections can be stolen and rigged.
That's true.
And now our video will be demonetized.
That's a fact. What do you think, Chief?
I would say no.
Dave?
I'm fine with that. We don't have to change any long-standing rules.
Probably
I got it
not.
out there.
Probably
Yeah,
not.
we'll,
Yeah.
we'll keep addicting
Yeah.
games. I got two. Meat Spin, obviously,
Yeah.
iconic.
Yeah.
And then when Bleacher Report invented that carousel, it was a game changer.
It was so infuriating,
But
though.
back then, I didn't care about it. Now it's like, you show me a carousel, I'm clicking out of it in 2 seconds. But back
Yeah.
then, it was like,
Dude,
oh, this is fun.
they came up with a way to be like, look at all of our engagement, and then they sold for like $250 million.
Yeah.
I remember, but it was just like, here's one picture and one sentence. Click to the next slide.
Bro, I mean, did we mention BuzzFeed? BuzzFeed was the biggest website. I think probably ranked number one biggest website at some point. Everything was
been.
Totally,
BuzzFeed.
yeah.
That's when I was talking about, John, when I brought up Reddit. Like how they were the king of the mountain at one point.
Yeah, that never even crossed my mind. You're
Oh,
right.
that's a great comparison.
Yeah. They were the king of the mountain.
I thought about these. Like, we were very early to Netflix in the Barstool Nate household, and we would go to Netflix.com and change the queue of the DVDs they would send to our house. But I didn't know if that was going to be allowed, like just Netflix.
I still use the website like regularly, especially when I'm traveling and shit. Yeah.
Craziest thing about me is I don't watch any streaming apps on my TV. I only watch them on my laptop. So I go to like Netflix.com.
That is crazy. That's fucking crazy.
Peacock.com.
Why would you do that?
Because I'm a simpleton, and I pay for cable, and I don't ever turn on my TV.
Yeah, that's kind of how I've. Yeah.
Yep.
I also pay for cable, but I still have all the apps. I just save.
I don't have that.
I save it into my Comcast remote. It's like
no, I don't have apps on my TV.
Even through your cable provider?
No, it's not. It's through the TV. It's not through the cable provider.
If I can say Netflix into my Comcast.
I know, but you have to.
It's a third-party app, but it's.
I don't have that.
Okay.
I've had the same TV since I lived in Arlington like 12 years ago, and I watch TV on my TV, and I watch streaming on my laptop.
How come you don't get roasted for your TV like I did?
What?
How come you don't get roasted for your TV?
Because it's not 12 inches. It's a normal size
55,
TV.
It was 55.
Dude, I get roasted for my TV too, and it infuriates me.
You have a normal TV?
No, because it's apparently it's a shitty TV. But like, I just walked into Best Buy and I was like, "Yo, can I have a good TV?" And this guy gave me this TV, and apparently it's not a good fucking TV. It's like TCL or TLC or whatever. I don't know, but I don't know anything about TVs. I was like, "Yo, just give me a good TV," and this guy fucking ruined my life.
Damn. Sorry, John.
So could I have taken Netflix.com?
I don't think so. I think your list is awesome.
Should I go through it? Unless if anyone has any other honorable mentions.
Breitbart,
Drudge Report,
Daily Wire,
Babylon B,
OAN.
Babylon B is
Live Leak was one I did consider. Live Leak was some fucked up stuff.
Live Leak.
Yeah, if you wanted to watch people get their heads chopped off, you went to Live Leak.
Yeah.
The story I always tell is like my first day as an intern at Barstool, New York. Kevin and Keith sent me a link that they'd been sent to the tips email, and it was a Live Leak link, and they were like, "Yo, watch this video. We're told it's a guy getting stabbed to death. Like, just let us know if it's that or if it's something worth blogging." And I was like, "Nope, that was an accurate description of what you just sent me. It was a guy on a bridge in Russia getting stabbed to death with a screwdriver."
Yeah. I think this site was called eFucked.
eFucked. Yep.
CKT.
I think it was FUKT. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I saw a dude with a mason jar. I didn't like that.
I don't know what that one is. Can you go into a little more depth?
Buttholes, mason jars, blood.
Okay.
What the fuck?
You guys don't know that's Goatsy. You don't know Goatsy?
I don't think I
don't
do.
know that one, no.
I remember.
Mason
have you guys ever heard of
breaks it down.
Useless Junk? I think that's what it was called. It was the same thing as Rotten, but I remember one. We watched a guy slice his fucking dick and like fillet it open, and he poured bees on it.
Yeah, the Pain Olympics.
Nice.
MrHands.com. That's a good one. It's a classic.
Mr. Skin.
In 5th grade, we would go to whitehouse.com and be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
we meant to go to whitehouse.gov." Because whitehouse.com
Was a
boobies.
porn site, yeah.
Mr. Skin's such a legend.
IMDb.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
IMDb is a good one.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll read them off. We'll vote, and we'll get out of here.
Movierankings.net.
Yeah.
He hasn't updated that, right? I used to use that actually all the time because I like his opinion on movies.
Nah, Stu stole it from him.
Is that what happened?
Something like that. I don't know the whole story.
Eddie, YouTube, Craigslist, Miniclip, Chat Roulette, Grantland, White Sox Dave, Wikipedia, eBay, eBombs World, Sporkle, MySpace, Chief, Twitter, Facebook, ESPN, Page 2, Rumble, The Onion, Feitelberg, Google, Barstool Sports, Lemon Party, Pornhub, Addicting Games, Nate, Amazon, Reddit, Stream East, College Humor, Dominoes. Right on a
I
blank
believe
page.
I'm over in my history of dog walks. I don't think I've ever won one, but I will say I walk away every time going, I fucking dominated that draft.
Well, yeah, you're famously the only person who came on. I think it was the movie themes draft or the TV theme songs, and you said you had all first rounders.
Guess what, boys? I got all first rounders again today.
All right, write it down, everyone. Dave, what do
Can
we
you
got?
read Chiefs or who had the number 1 pick?
I did.
Eddie did.
Can you read yours again?
YouTube, Craigslist, mini clip, chat roulette, Grantland.
Yeah, I think yours stinks.
I also think yours stinks.
That's a third vote.
Oh, all right. I voted for Chief.
John?
What do you mean, of course? You didn't have a 4th round pick. You didn't even have a board.
I had a 4th round pick and a 5th round pick.
But you came up with something good in 5th. What'd you take in the 5th round?
Me?
The Onion.
The
He took
Onion.
The Onion.
Yeah. The Onion. Yeah, I actually, after you said I don't have anything, I think you had 2 great picks. What was 4th too?
His
Rumble.
4th was Rumble.
Oh, Chief.
All right, 3-2. I'm out.
Sorry, Eddie.
You guys never played miniclip. That's all it comes down to.
Grantland.
That's
Grantland.
Grant miniclip was one reason, but Grantland cinched it for me.
Yeah.
And actually chat roulette.
Chat roulette was good for, like he said, for like a week.
Still iconic.
Yeah.
Iconic.
Still iconic.
Have you ever heard of chat roulette?
Yeah, I know chat roulette.
Okay.
Yeah, but I never knew it as a good thing. I only knew it as dicks, so that's tough.
We would send
you know,
my
people. I think we're gonna get a lot of. How come you didn't say Tumblr? I don't think any of us know about Tumblr.
Nah, I think Tumblr was like the theater kids for the internet.
I've
I don't-
actually Pinterest I've been using a lot more recently.
You use it,
I'll
really?
no, I
What do
don't
you
have
use it
like a
for?
login or anything, but like I'll use it because I'm trying to flip my house and I'll use it for like ideas.
Inspo.
Yeah, inspo.
Yeah, people are gonna say Etsy. I don't think we use that. Yeah.
Etsy's like crafts, right? You can buy crafts from people.
Yeah,
Chicks,
I don't think people are gonna say like you missed Etsy.
No.
I hope not, because I've never gone to
Yeah, what the
Etsy.com, but I know
fuck?
it's a big company.
All right, boys. Thank you.
I don't think we had any egregious ones though.
Thank
All-
you, gentlemen.
Like ESPN.com.
Altavista.
Fuck that.
Thanks, boys.
Ask Jeeves.
East Bet.
Oh,
Ask
we
Jeeves.
that was what you were
Kind
talking
of
about,
reference.
right? Yeah.
Dance
Ask
around
Jeeves.
Ask Jeeves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to give that little guy with his little. Didn't they have that weird logo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a butler. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Jeeves
Oh, the butler. Yeah, yeah.
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 All right.
All
Guys.
right. That was fun. We'll
Thanks,
trip
guys.
down memory lane. That was
Appreciate
good.
you.
Later, boys. Thank
See
you
you
very
guys.
much.
All right. Thank you. That's it, everybody. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on Wednesday.